you're here. We have a good group. And my name is Jackie Terraville. I'm the chair of the York County Moms for Liberty. And I'm really excited to have this special information session and discussion set up with Amy Marshall. She's the executive director of Carolina Teachers Alliance. We're really excited to have her here to talk to all of you today. I know that there's a lot of information that she's going to give us tonight that's going to be really of interest. And I personally feel that the Carolina Teachers Alliance really aligns with the mission of what Moms for Liberty is all about, and specifically to York County as well. The things that are important to us here are different than other places across the county, across the state and across the country. We really want to support teachers, and we want to support conservative teachers in our county and in our state. So I'm really excited to have Amy here. Amy, thanks for being here, and give us a little bit about what your role is and what your organization does.
Well, thank you, Jackie. It's so great to be here, and we really love the things that Moms for Liberty are doing, not only in South Carolina, but nationally as well. And before I go any further, I just want to say that we have two of our board members here with us tonight. We have Jim Foltz, who is also in South Carolina, and then we have Sandy Joyner, who's here in Wake County, North Carolina. So I'm Amy Marshall, and I'm the founder and executive director of Carolina Teachers Alliance, and we are to the radical teacher unions. We have Carolina Teachers Alliance, and we also have a DBA called American Teachers Alliance. And our association is open to all school staff in the United States. And so we're a nonprofit, and we provide membership. We have tiered memberships that are available for school staff and community members. And we also provide educational services. So the reason I started Carolina Teachers Alliance 2 years ago, it's coming up on 3 years now, is because I was a teacher in Wake County Public Schools here in North Carolina, and I resigned after being downgraded for refusing to attend a CRT training. And these were trainings called Seeing White, how was race constructed and things like that. So overtly CRT racist trainings that I knew were wrong. And so I refused to go and was downgraded on my performance evaluation after 5 years of stellar reviews. So that's why I started CTA, is to protect those teachers who may be being harassed for political reasons at their schools. And I wanted to be able to provide them with legal protection. And we have done that now. We've had several cases where the teachers have been downgraded for unjust reasons. And our professional liability insurance has kicked in and paid their legal fees to either get those marks removed or to reinstate their position or to get them transferred to other schools. So I wanted to be able to provide that. And so we have that legal protection for teachers. And we have a whole host of other benefits for teachers. So we are providing this alternative. So we know of the NEA. So they are the radical leftist teacher association that many state associations will affiliate with. So in South Carolina, you have the SCEA, the South Carolina Education Association. They are aligned, and they actually are affiliated with the NEA, the National Education Association. So anyone who is paying dues to the SCEA is also paying dues to the NEA. And so the NEA, as you may know, also has a political action committee, and they endorse exclusively left-wing Democrat candidates. So the NEA is a political organization for the purpose of, they do provide teacher memberships, they do have liability insurance the way that we do, but they are a radical leftist machine. So we wanted to provide an answer to that and an alternative so that teachers didn't have to feel like they had to go along with these, with the political demands of their association. Now, South Carolina is one of 5 states in the United States that does not technically allow teacher unions. They don't allow the collective bargaining of teacher contracts, but everything else besides the collective bargaining is allowed. So teachers can be an association. They can be represented by an association legally. The teacher or the association just doesn't collectively do collective bargaining for teacher contracts. So that's the difference. But I wanted to show you all tonight. I have a link that I just put in the chat, and it is a comparison of us versus the South Carolina Education Association, as well as Palmetto. So if I can just go ahead and share my screen for a couple of minutes, and then we will have time for questions at the end. But everyone should see now this chart. This is on our Facebook page. And by the way, we are on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And then we do have our website as well. Today we just issued a press release. So you can follow us on those places. But I just wanted to share a little bit with you about the differences between us and the SCEA. So again, with the SCEA, if a teacher is a member of that organization, a part of their dues will go to the national affiliate, which is the National Education Association. So our dues are $300 a year for professional members, and that's teachers and school staff, professional school staff. Whereas the SCEA is over $477 a year. Plus they have encouraged PAC contributions. Now we are in the process of setting up a sister organization called a C4. And once we have that set up, people will be able to contribute to our political action committee through our action wing, which is going to be, it's also going to be Carolina Teachers Alliance. It's going to be under it's a different entity, but so we will have a political action committee that is people can contribute to. But when people join the SCEA, they're prompted when they join to go ahead and make that PAC contribution, and they're $477 a year. Now we're a different type of entity with Carolina Teachers Alliance. We're a public charity. So when you are a 501c3 nonprofit, it's called a public charity, and technically you have to be nonpartisan from the association. The difference between us and SCEA in that regard is that they are a C6 trade association, so they can be partisan directly from their association. So that's why they have those PAC contributions coming from their website. We offer a building rep discount. So if you all know of any teachers, and they join and they become a building rep, their annual dues would only be $210 a year. So the NEA, the SCEA does not provide building discounts that I know of, building rep discounts. Now here's something really interesting that maybe you all weren't aware of. So the NEA, the SCEA's total officer salaries are $260,000. The executive director is $150K, the president is $110K. The annual revenue for the SCEA for 2021 was over $4 million. So that just kind of gives you an idea where they are in terms of money. So that's what we're up against. We're definitely up against a Goliath, and we're just starting out. So that's why we're trying to get as much support as we can so that we can really give them a run for their money, because unfortunately it is a money game with these associations that become politically active. And in order for us to have more influence, just like Moms for Liberty has gained a huge amount of influence, and I believe Moms for Liberty is a C4 So they definitely have that ingredient, the C4, and Moms for Liberty also has a pack, or several packs from what I understand. So Moms for Liberty is awesome, and setting up all those structures correctly to have influence that is needed for us to be able to guard children, and guard education against this radical indoctrination that has really taken hold in so many of our public schools. But that's just a little overview of how we differ from the SCEA. And I know you guys have Palmetto down there as well. Palmetto does not have a national association, but we're really looking at our main competitor as the SCEA so that we can, get members instead of people joining the SCEA. So Jim, did you have anything to add on to that I may have missed?
No, Amy, I think you provided a good summary of Carolina Teachers Alliance. And as Jackie mentioned, the mission, our mission is closely aligned with that of Moms for Liberty. In fact, I'm a board member for Carolina Teachers Alliance, but I'm also a member of Moms for Liberty, York County, as well as a founding father. My wife, Stephanie, is as well. So as Amy said, we are trying to grow this organization to be the alternative. We have the same mission. We want to get politics and bias, ideological agendas out of the classroom. We support academically sound, curricula. And the way that we can gain influence is through size and through memberships. And so I'll ask you to, spread the word, and hopefully you'll see me around the community. I usually go to M4L, events. And so our ask is that to help support us as well. So my family and I moved to TKK back in 2021. And so we're really pleased to be down here. I won't say that we ran away from the situation in North Carolina, but things were getting pretty bad. And so it got to the point where we actually were one of those families that pulled our kids out of public school, put them in private school because of, unfortunately, the environment that was building up there. But I will say this, things spread rapidly. So the fight is going to come to your front door. So be prepared, be proactive, be vigilant. And I know you guys are. Moms for Liberty is a fantastic organization. Look forward to partnering with you. And so, yeah, please help spread the word.
Thanks, Jim. And I just thought of something else. I want to share my screen and share a story with you, if I could. Some of you may have seen this Fox News story. For some reason, I can't get it to come up right now. But so there was a Fox News story about that the NEA added the book Gender Queer to their summer reading list. So they want our kids to read Gender Queer. And if you've, from what Jackie said, you guys are very familiar with that book and the images that are in that book. And it's definitely pornographic images that violate many state obscenity laws. Yet for some reason, there's some kind of a loophole, especially here in North Carolina, where the schools are allowed to still have the book in the school libraries. But anyway, so yesterday we tweeted that unlike the NEA, we don't push pornography on children. So we're hoping, that things like that will inspire people to join us, either joining us on carolinateachers.org or making a donation, to support our efforts. And we also provide educational services. We have a DBA called American Tutors, and we provide online courses as well as free professional development for teachers. And so if you get the chance, check out that website as well. So let's ask Sandy. Sandy is our VP for Carolina Teachers Alliance. Can you think of anything else, Sandy, that I didn't mention?
No, I think you hit it all. This is just a wonderful organization. We've got more, it seems like more and more teachers are coming out of the woodwork. Conservative teachers are joining more teachers, and it's great to see the support from the community also. And we talked to John Torbett a few days ago. He's a representative with the North Carolina. He's a North Carolina House representative. And what he said was the wolf is at the door, and meaning that education, needs a lot of help. And so this is one of the ways that we can help. And this is a great alternative to the radical teachers unions. So great job, Amy.
Thank you, Sandy. Well, let's see. I'll go ahead and just share the website if it's okay. And let's see if I can. Oh, it looks like I don't think I can. Let me see if I can do that. I can, let's see, try to go to a certain website. Oh, I don't think it's gonna let me do that. So what questions do you guys have? Are there any questions that you have about us versus SCEA, or do you guys know any teachers? Do you, if anyone wants a kit that we could send you with information, we can, put your information in the chat. You can always email us as well if you would like to get more information. I'll put my email in the chat, amarshall@carolinateachers.org. But I think a lot of people don't realize, just everything that we do, but we do provide tiered memberships. Let's see. Someone's asking for an information packet. Okay, sounds good. And then David is asking what age group for a student membership. So we have said that those are mostly for college students, who are studying to be teachers, and those are $75 a year. And that's typically what we have had before. I think that if someone who's, go ahead. Yeah, somebody had a question?
Don't leave me hanging.
If you can just add your question in the chat, that would be great. I think someone else had. Okay. So I'm getting a couple of messages to send information. That's fine. But yeah, their membership and the SCEA, they do have a lot of members, as evidenced by that $4 million a year in their annual revenue. So, I think that the key is just going to be getting the word out about Carolina Teachers Alliance, and letting people know that there is this alternative that's out there. That's we're against the radical left teacher associations, and so there is an alternative. Teachers don't have to join the radical left ones. And if you all, it would be great if you could pass on our information to any teachers or school staff that and our memberships are open to all school staff, whether it be bus drivers, cafeteria workers, secretaries, teachers. So we have that tiered membership. So our teacher membership is $300 a year, and teachers can pay that out over 12 months. Then we have an associate membership that is for substitutes as well as office staff, cafeteria, bus drivers. Those are $150 a year. And then we have retired. So if you know of a retired teacher, and pass it on to them. And then our student teacher memberships as well. But some of the other benefits that we provide, we do have a members cash program, so that if you're a member and you refer other members, we have a tiered cash rewards program that we offer for that. We also have a national corporate discount program that comes with an app on your phone, so that when you drive around, if let's say you're looking for some certain restaurant or whatever, it'll tell you what the discounts are near you. Great discounts on movie tickets, things like that. We also offer scholarships for students, and we have a lot of different benefits that we offer to members. We do a teacher spotlight every month, teacher of the month, as well as member spotlights. We do advocacy to lawmakers, whether it be school board or state level, and national as well. And so the key with that is that we just are looking for more members, in other areas. Right now, we've primarily been focusing on North Carolina. And so we developed relationships with legislators that in the North Carolina legislature. And so we talk to them about certain issues, and we'll issue press releases on, statements on certain laws or bills that are up. So we do advocate to lawmakers here and to school board members here, and to try to affect change with that. And then with the separate political action committee, in the last school board election, we endorsed the Republican candidates. Now, we're technically not supposed to be partisan, but we endorsed the candidates, the conservative candidates who put education first. They aligned with, what we felt that they represented what was important to us, which was that education should be unbiased and should not have political indoctrination in it. Okay, I'm getting a question here. How active are you in litigation, or are you just getting started? We're not active in litigation. All of the cases that we've had, the teacher cases that we've had go through our insurance company have either settled out of court, or our insurance has just paid for the teacher's attorney's fees to fight the school district to get the school district to do the right thing. So we're not active in litigation. By litigation, do you mean like filing amicus briefs or something like that? We don't have an attorney on staff right now. We have an attorney, a board attorney, and all of our members, if they have an employment related issue, all of our members get a free 15-minute consult with our attorney so that he can determine if they have a case or not. And then the teacher gets whatever attorney they'd like, and we help them submit that claim to our insurance. And if it's approved, then that claim would be paid, the attorney's fees would be paid. And then another question I'm getting is that comparison graphic you shared in the info packet, it would be good to be able to give teachers a hot sheet for comparison. Yes, it's on our website. So if you go to the homepage of carolinateachers.org, that comparison, I'll make sure that one is up there. We have the North Carolina one up there, but I'll make sure that the South Carolina one is up there as well. So what other questions do you guys have?
Well, I think, let's see, we'll give everyone a couple minute or two if they want to throw a question in there. But this has been really great. I'll just for a second just talk about my personal involvement with the group. I joined as an affiliate member last year, and I am a substitute teacher in the York School District, so I'm not a full-time teacher. One of the reasons why I wanted to join, again, is because my dues support what you're doing in the community, what you're doing with teachers. So I encourage everyone to, whether you have a teacher friend or not, just talk to your friends about this, because if they're looking for ways where they can fight what's happening with the national NEA, I mean, members in our group are always complaining about them, that the teachers union at the national level has so much influence over what's happening in our schools. Well, if you want to stop that, you have to start financially contributing to organizations like yours. So you're in direct opposition to what they're doing. And we saw the graphic earlier about the amount of money, the millions of dollars that they have. So I think, a lot of times people say, well, I don't have the time, or I don't have this, I don't have that. Well, join your group as a member at whatever tier they qualify for or they want to, and you guys are doing the work. You're out there doing the work in the community, and they're able to fund that. So that's a way that you can really make a difference in the schools and our communities. And people, especially in Fort Mill, Clover, our school districts, they parents are really involved. You know, they want to get in the schools and volunteer. They want to be a part of what's happening. They're running for school board. They're trying to get involved. And I think that they forget that a way that you can help your teacher, it's great to help your, you know, your favorite conservative teachers by bringing in snacks for them or giving them supplies or whatever, but also by supporting an organization like yours, you are helping them to not be mistreated at work, to be able to go in and do their job and not have to be indoctrinated or teach indoctrination to students. So anyway, that's my little 2 cents there. I think it's really important for us to put our money where our mouths are, and this is a great way to do that. All right, well, I don't see any new questions. I guess Amy gave her email, and you have the website again. Amy, tell everybody again what the website is, and they can reach out to you if they think of something afterwards and want to ask you a question.
Sure, it's carolinateachers.org. That's carolinateachers.org. And my email is amarshall@carolinateachers.org. And those of you who requested information by email, be sure and check your spam, because sometimes our email will go into spam. And if you have any connection to a school where you would even be willing to drop off some cards, some brochures, just let me know that when I send you the email, or send me an email and let me know. And we can send you an information kit, or we can get that to Jim, and maybe Jim can bring that to a meeting at some time and people can pick it up there. But the key, I think, is to get more of our literature into the schools, so that the schools, you know, so that they know that this is an option for them.
Yeah, and I think, you know, if anybody has any ideas on how you can get into the schools, or in, you know, at the state level or whatever it may be, you know, share ideas. You know, you're a young organization just like ours, and so we always welcome when members have, you know, are in there in their teachers lounge, and they say, well, hey, you know, this group is putting their stuff here in the teachers lounge, or they're, you know, bringing in lunches with their cards or whatever it is. You know, we don't necessarily know that that's happening, so it's great to get that feedback from our members. So I think if anybody has any ways that your organization can you know, market and reach the teachers, you know, I'm sure that it's a welcome ideas and from them if they have any. Ashley just asked if Ellen Weaver is aware of your organization. I'm sure she is. Superintendent Weaver is, you know, our superintendent of education in South Carolina. Have you been able to reach out to her? And
I've reached out, I think, once or twice in email, and I honestly don't think that she received the email. I know a lot of businesses have this trouble where their emails will go directly into spam, but I will definitely try reaching out to her again. And one way that we're trying to get in North Carolina is through the beginning teacher orientations. And so we're contacting all of the superintendents in North Carolina. We have a couple of appointments already to have a table presence, because I'm sure that the SCEA, you know, has tables at the new teacher orientations. So if anyone here has any connection to those, please let me know. And if anybody has an in any of the schools, you know, let me know, and we can contact those principals and, you know, see if we can get some information to them.
That'd be great. Well, I know that we have school board members who are in our Moms for Liberty group, and we also have a lot of teachers in York County. So I'm recording this, so I'm going to post it on our YouTube channel and the link inside our group in the next couple of days, so that people can see this video and hear what you talked about, and hopefully we'll get some people who can have those connections for you.
Sounds great. Well, I'm so glad you have been here tonight, and thank you, Jackie, for hosting us. And we look forward to speaking with you all in the future.
Great. Thank you, Amy. Thank you, Jim. Thank you, Sandy. And thank you to everyone who logged in tonight to listen to this video. We really appreciate you. And we hope that you learned some information that will be helpful and that you can share with other people that you know. Thank you so much.